Hey guys, welcome back. In the last lesson, we went over some key concepts to understand the big data problem. In this lesson, we'll look at the history of Hadoop just to understand how it all started. In 2002, an excellent and a smart programmer named Doug Cutting was working on an open source project named Nudge. The purpose of Nudge is to crawl the internet, collect web pages, then rank and index them so that we can run searches against the indexed web pages. Wait a minute. That is exactly what Google's search engine does, isn't it? Yes, that is correct. Google's proprietary crawlers and algorithms crawl through the internet, collect web pages, rank and index them, and run searches against them. Nudge is a very similar project to that idea, but it's an open source. Soon, Doug Cutting realizes that he was hitting scalability issues both in terms of storage and in terms of computation because he was collecting and trying to analyze massive amount of data. While he was trying to solve the scalability issues, in 2003, Google published a paper about their proprietary homegrown file system named Google File System, in short GFS, and how it can be used to store massive amount of data and offer redundancy and scalability at the same time. And in 2004, Doug created an open source version of GFS and called it Nudge Distributed File System, in short NDFS. In 2004, Google published a paper on a programming model named MapReduce that addressed how Google achieved computational efficiency with big data. That is exactly what Doug was looking for in terms of computation. And in 2005, Doug managed to run Nudge on top of NDFS and an open source implementation of MapReduce. In Feb 2006, a sub-project named Hadoop was formed. And what's up with the silly name Hadoop? Hadoop is the name of Doug's kid's yellow stuffed elephant doll. He chose to use the name because it was easy to spell and meaningless. Funny, isn't it? Around 2006, Yahoo started funding the efforts by Doug Cutting in building Hadoop and hired Doug. On Feb 19, 2008, Yahoo announced that they have the world's largest Hadoop production cluster. And in Jan 2008, Hadoop was made top-level Apache project. On April 2008, Hadoop broke the world record and sorted a terabyte of data in 209 seconds. Later that year, in November, Google broke that same record and sorted a terabyte of data in just 68 seconds. Since inception to date, Hadoop and its community has grown leaps and bounds and soon embraced by several companies as a solution in analyzing big data. Hadoop has truly given the ability to analyze volumes and volumes of data and helped unlock key valuable insights that would go unfound if it wasn't for this awesome technology. More importantly, Hadoop brought massive parallel distributed computing to mainstream, and since it is an open source and can be implemented using commodity computers. Hadoop sets the bar very low in terms of cost of entry, which enabled even smaller companies to work with and analyze big data. That's a very short summation of the history behind Hadoop. With that, let's wrap this lesson. See you in the next lesson.